A warm summer sun blankets the hotel pool. Guests sip their drinks on lounge chairs, soaking in the stillness of vacation. The only sound is the water gently lapping. Then, a young black man, Jaden, approaches the edge of the pool. He wears a simple swimsuit and headphones, lost in music. Just as he's about to step in, "Hey, stop right there. People like you don't belong here." Every head turns. An elderly white woman rises from her lounge chair, pointing at Jaden. Her voice drips with contempt, her eyes sharp with judgment. The summer calm freezes in an instant. "I just wanted to swim, that's all." Swim? This isn't a public pool. Not just anyone off the street can come in. People stare, but no one speaks. Jaden lowers his gaze, fists clenched. He holds his breath. Then, a calm voice breaks the tension. A man in a gray t-shirt and sunglasses steps forward. "Keanu Reeves, ma'am, you've gone way beyond your boundaries." The woman flinches. "This is none of your business," she snaps. "Racism is always my business." Silence returns, but this time, it cuts deeper. Keanu turns to Jaden. Water touches everyone the same. As the crowd watches, Jaden and Keanu walk away from the pool. But in that moment, it's not just an insult echoing in the air. It's the weight of years, hanging heavy over the water. What's left of that day is shame, a viral video, and a flood of whispers. The next morning, Jaden sits quietly in the hotel room. His mom hasn't locked him in, but he doesn't want to go outside. He stares through the window, repeating one sentence. "I didn't hurt anyone. Why did everyone look at me like that?" Social media explodes. "Black teen kicked out of pool" becomes a trending headline. The video racks up millions of views. The hotel stays silent. The woman defends herself. "I'm not racist. I was just stating the rules." But Keanu isn't silent. At the hotel bar, a staff member leans in and whispers, "If you hadn't stepped in, that kid would have blamed himself." Maybe he still does. Keanu takes a long breath and heads to Jaden's room. He pauses before knocking. The door opens. They meet eyes. No words exchanged. Sometimes silence is the loudest scream. Jaden looks down, then slowly meets Keanu's eyes. "I didn't think anyone would stand up for me, but you did. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of respect." Across the hotel, the elderly woman still looks unsettled. Guests glance her way, but for the first time, she turns away, ashamed. Maybe for the first time, she's really seen herself. A new day. The same pool. Jaden sits on a lounge chair in the shade, a book in his hands. But his eyes aren't on the pages. Inside his head, the woman's voice still echoes. Even with his headphones on, the words won't fade. "People like you don't belong here." On the other side, the elderly woman returns to the pool. Alone this time. She feels the stares around her. The quiet sense of superiority she once carried is gone. She slides into the water, almost unnoticed, perhaps hoping to erase what happened. Or perhaps, for the first time, she truly regrets it. But just as she begins to swim, the silence is shattered, this time by a scream. "Help! Someone's drowning!" She's flailing in the middle of the pool. Her breath is gone, arms thrashing wildly. Panic sweeps the area. People jump to their feet, but no one moves toward the water. Fear grips the crowd like ice, except for one. Jaden stands. He tosses aside his book, kicks off his shoes, and without hesitation dives into the pool. He slices through the water, reaching her in seconds. Wrapping his arm around her back, he lifts her head above the surface. Lifeguards rush in to assist. As the woman fades into unconsciousness, the last thing she sees is a black hand pulling her toward life. Keanu steps forward through the crowd. He kneels by the pool, gently helping Jaden lift her out of the water. His voice is calm, but resolute. "Sometimes the highest form of humanity is born in the place you were most humiliated." In the quiet of the hospital room, the fluorescent light buzzes faintly overhead. Machines beep steadily. The woman stirs, eyes fluttering open. It takes a moment to understand where she is. Her breathing quickens as fragments of memory rush in. Water, fear, the boy's hand. Then the door opens. Two silhouettes step inside, one tall and calm, Keanu Reeves, the other quiet and composed. Jaden, the boy she screamed at, the boy who saved her life. She gasps. Her face flushes with a deep red. Her fingers tremble against the blanket. Her gaze drops immediately to the floor, as if making eye contact might shatter whatever fragile dignity she has left. Keanu steps forward, calm but firm. Your words almost destroyed a life. Not his, yours. She tries to speak, but nothing comes. Her throat tightens. Shame, thick like smoke, clogs her voice. After a pause, her lips part. Her voice is thin, barely audible. I looked at that boy and saw someone less. And yet, he saw me drowning and didn't hesitate. He saved me. I don't know how to live with that. Jaden doesn't speak. He doesn't cry. He doesn't shrink away. He just stands tall, not angry, strong, steady, present. The woman's composure finally breaks. Her voice cracks. I'm sorry. I am so deeply, truly sorry. Not just for the words, but for believing them. Keanu places a reassuring hand on her shoulder. His voice softens. Apologies aren't weakness, they're a start. But forgiveness, that's a bridge only the heart can build. Jaden walks closer. The room holds its breath. He meets her eyes for the first time. Life's like water. It doesn't care about who you are, but it reflects everything you bring to it. Sometimes you have to sink before you understand what it means to rise. The woman nods slowly, tears sliding down her cheeks. For the first time, she doesn't feel like a victim or a villain, just a human being, broken open by truth. The room falls into silence, but it's not empty. It's healing. As Keanu and Jaden step out into the hallway, the woman rises from her bed, walks slowly to the window, and looks down at the hotel pool below. Children are laughing, water sparkles, and for the first time, she doesn't question who belongs in it. The hotel lobby feels different today. Polite applause, surprised glances, and a quiet kind of respect filling the room. Keanu Reeves stands off to the side. Jaden, called to the stage by hotel staff, steps forward. As he takes the microphone, his eyes drift to the pool, then to Keanu. All I wanted to do was swim, but before I could even touch the water, they reminded me of who I am. A hush falls over the room. Women, children, elderly guests, each face carries something: shame, admiration, empathy, a fragile silence full of meaning. Racism isn't always loud. Sometimes it's in a glance, in silence. But being human begins when we choose to break that silence. In the back of the crowd, the elderly woman quietly begins to clap. Then others join. Jaden offers one last thought before lowering the mic. Water has no color, but what we reflect in it, that shows who we really are. Later, Keanu and Jaden walk together to the edge of the pool. They take off their shoes and sit, dipping their feet into the calm water. As the camera slowly zooms in, Keanu leans over and whispers, "Today, you saved a life, but maybe even more powerful, you drowned a prejudice." Jaden smiles, and while I pulled someone back to life, I felt more free than ever. Final scene. Jaden gently hands a towel to the elderly woman as she steps out of the pool. She takes it with a quiet, "Thank you." They may not walk side by side, but now they recognize each other not by skin, but by face. The screen fades to black. A final sentence appears. Racism changes shape, like water, but humanity only flows from the heart.